Hello everybody, this is your boy Sbac here and welcome to another interesting episode. Alright guys, now in this video we are going to talk about who is a scalper. Alright, so basically what is the scalping strategy and what time frame they do trade in, and understanding exactly why scalpers choose to trade in that time frames. Okay, alright, so stick to the end of the video because I'm going to give you a lot of values whereby we'll still understand the pros and the cons. Let me put this one across in case if you've not watched the other strategies that I've made on my channel, the intraday strategy and the swing strategy. You need to watch it so that by the end of this video, adding it to the other ones, you will understand where your stand is. All right, you can understand which one suits you best based on your availability, your resources, and put it all together and become who you want to become in the trading industry. Okay, so having said that, let's get right straight into the video. Okay, so guys, who is a scalper? Okay, so a scalper is someone who gets into the market and look for some small profits. They don't stay in the market for long, all right? They just go into the market and they're just looking for small profits, and with the small profit that they get, they are okay with it and they get out of the market. Okay, scalpers don't stay much in the market. Okay, so if you're looking for a person who don't stay much in the market, among all the strategies, intraday, string, news traders, position traders, then you are watching the right video. Okay, so having said that, now let's understand what time frame do scalpers trade in. All right, so scalpers basically trade between the 1 minute time frame and the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, at max, sometimes for them to do their analysis, they stretch themselves to look into the 30 minutes and the 1 hour time frame at max. All right, that is for them to make the decision to understand which flow of the market they should follow. All right, and for them to make the entry, they most of the time look at the 1 minute and the 5 minutes. Okay, that is the time frame in which scalpers make their gain. Okay, so if you want to be a scalper, that is what you should look into. So if you trade in that time frame, okay, you will be able to have access to a pip level ranging from, let's say, 2 to 15 pips. All right, max. That is what scalpers do. Okay, so scalpers go for a pip movement between anywhere between 2 to 15 pips. All right, some even it is better if you cut it down a little bit, let's say 10 pips. Okay, so that if you want to know or have an idea about, okay, so I'm a scalper, so how many pips do I have to go for? You can go for anything ranging between 2 pips to 10 to 15 pips. All right, but then you need to equate it very well with your risk. Okay, good. Okay, so now we want to understand why scalpers trade in this smaller time frame. All right, very, very important. So scalpers trade in this smaller time frames because of the robust amount of information that they can access in the smaller time frame. Bear in mind, scalpers don't want to stay in the market for long. Scalpers are just satisfied with just a small profit and they are out of the market. So they want to be in an area whereby they have access to a lot of information and they can make their trading decisions and get their profits or their targets hit quick and they are out of the market. Okay, so that is why scalpers work in this little time frame, because in this smaller time frames, example, picking the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minutes time frame, if you're trading in this time frame, this will mean that after every 1 minute you see a candle. So think of it, whatever time during the day that you will come in, you will be able to see something happening in the market. I mean, think of it in if one candle will be created after every 1 minute. Okay, think of it in an hour, how many candles you will have. Do you understand me? You have enough candles for you to make your profit and get out of the market. Are you getting me? If you are trading in the 5 minutes, for instance, every 5 minutes a candle will be generated. Okay, so think of it, if you are trading within the span of 1 to 2 hours, if you are looking to get into the market within 1-2 hours and find a trading opportunity, and that is your trading time frame, by that time you will find a lot of information that this 5 minutes will generate for you. All right. So that is why scalpers decide to trade in smaller time frame, because they're going for small pips, and yet they are accessing a lot of information. So that makes scalping interesting, because you have access to this whole information, but yet you are going for a small profit. Okay, so the likelihood, all right, let me put it in that way, the likelihood for your profit to be hit is very, very high. That is why scalpers decide to trade in smaller time frame, because they have access to a robust amount of information, and the likelihood or the tendency that their profits will be hit, since they are going for smaller amounts of profits, is very, very high. If it is clear, let me know in the comment section, right? Yes, it is very, very, very clear. All right, let's move on. Okay, so now let's look at the advantages of being a scalper. All right, there's a lot of advantages in being a scalper. Now, the first one that I'll put in place is, being a scalper, you are able to make a whole ton of money. I mean, yes, if you're a good scalper, you will make a lot of money. Okay, so put that in mind. That's one of the advantages. The second advantage is that I would say of being a scalper is that you have access to a lot of information, because of the minute time frames in which you are trading in, because of the smaller time frames in which you're trading in. You have a lot of information. And what does that equate into? That equates into having more trading opportunities. All right, so this will lead me into adding this third point, which is, if you are having a robust amount of information, that means you can come during any time of the day and you will still have access to a lot of trading opportunities. Do you understand me? Because of the advantage that we've taken over in the smaller time frames. Okay, so you will get a lot of money, you will get a lot of trading opportunities, and it is possible for you to trade any time of the day being a scalper. Okay, because the market during the weekdays, it opens 24/7. So depending on the strategy that you build out for yourself, okay, you can find a trading opportunity anytime of the day. I remember back in the days, I used to have a robot that trade only at night. Not really at night, but in the evening time. All right, and think of it, in the evening time, the market is dimmed, the market has subsided, the volatility in the market has calmed down, but yet this robot had the capacity to trade and make profit. Why? Because it was a scalping robot. It doesn't need much out of the market. It doesn't need much movement from the market. It just needs the market to do and you are out. Okay, so that is the third advantage of being a scalper or having a scalping robot, that you can trade any time of the day. And one of the last advantage, the fourth advantage that I'll add to the scalping strategy, is that with the scalping strategy, guys, you can be having your regular job and be a trader at the same time. That is why I love scalping strategy. All right, you don't have to be sitting in front of the market, throughout the whole day trying to find a trading opportunity. No, with scalping strategy, you can go to your work, okay, assuming you're a doctor. Don't leave patient dying because you want to come and get money here. No, human beings are more important than the money. You need to know that the market in which you are trading in, the people behind are human beings. So if there is no human being, who's gonna move the market? That is why, as a doctor, you have to be there for us, all right? And we have to be there for you, all right? But regardless your job, all right, your 8-hour job, with scalping strategy, you can still come back home and make money. If you're a pilot, if you're an engineer, whatever person you are in the society, contributing to the society, you can do whatever job you do and come home and get some pips out of the market, because scalping strategy will give you that. Thank me later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have to know that there is always a double side to every sword, all right? It cannot be just win, for scalping strategy. Okay, so there are some downsides to scalping strategy. Okay, that's why I said that you need to watch all the other videos too regarding the different strategies. Okay, so that at the end of the day you put it all together and you know which one works for you best. Okay, now let's talk about the disadvantage in scalping strategy. Okay, so scalping strategy, the first thing that I would say about scalping strategy is that it requires a lot of precision. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not precise, if you don't have your analysis on point, if you don't know what you're doing, don't put your money at risk. All right, it requires a lot of precision in terms of entering into the market, seeing ahead of time what is going to happen and getting yourself ready to get into the market right in time. Okay, so if you don't have that level of precision, or if you've not mastered that level of precision, scalping strategy will yank you really bad, man. Okay, so let's move on to the second disadvantage in scalping. Okay, now the second disadvantage in scalping is that it comes with a lot of pressure. Oh man. So ladies and gentlemen, if you already have BP, don't tempt scalping. All right, not just scalping, even intraday too. All right, scalping comes with a lot of pressure because you're seeing all these movements of candles. I told you, you have access to a veracity of information, candles happening and creating in the market. Okay, it's very vast. So the movement, bro man, is too much. Okay, so if you're not able to tie up together your emotions, your psychology, and everything, it will make you misbehave. All right, if you don't watch out, you will go to bed crying. Even after a winning day, you will go to bed crying. That's the pressure that scalping strategy brings. This will lead me to the third point, which is scalping strategy. Aside the fact that I told you that it brings a lot of pressure, it is because you have to be engaged actively in the trading. All right, and aside the advantage that it gives you, that you can trade any time of the day. Okay, contrary to the intraday strategy. Okay, you have to be in front of your decks, actively involved in the trading. Why? Because there is a lot of things happening. Okay, there are scalpers that trade with stop loss and there are scalpers that don't trade with stop loss. Okay, whatever the condition be, you want to stack up a lot of winning positions, so you have to be actively involved. You have to be sitting there. All right, so it's not something that maybe is for everybody. And that is why I said that it is attached to the second or the third point that I told you, that it brings a lot of pressure being a scalper, because you have to sit there. Once you enter into the market, you have to watch what is happening. All right, and you need to have the courage, the audacity to watch it. You get me? Because once your take profit or your stop loss is hit, you need to make the next move. Are you getting me? That is why scalping strategy has this fourth advantage. All right, I'll put it in the fourth. All right. So guys, another negative thing about scalping is that because you are trading in a smaller time frame, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you are vulnerable to manipulations. Yes, and there is a lot of fake outs. Okay, so that is the manipulations. Okay, so thinking that, oh, we was going to go into this direction, but no, yet it did reverse and will go into the other direction. Okay, so there's a lot of fake outs trading in the time frames that scalpers trade in. So if you want to be a scalper, then you have to be aware of this one too. Okay, so guys, now this is the last negative thing I'm saying about scalping. All right, now we can't talk about scalping strategy without talking about the risk that is involved. Ladies and gentlemen, scalping strategy involves a lot of risk, meaning that you are going for a small amount of profit, okay, which the tendency for your profit to be hit all the time is very high, like close to 80 to 97% of the time. All right, that is a lot being a scalping trader. Okay, so having your profit hit between anything from 80% to 97%, that's a lot. But what makes that possible is because the risk involved is very high. meaning their stop loss is very, very distant from the entry, okay? So most scalpers, just to give you an example, okay, most scalpers, if they are going for, let's say, a profit of 2 pips, or let's say a profit of 5 pips, their stop loss will be anywhere from, let's say 15, 20 or to 30 pips. Some even goes far to, let's say, 50 pips. Are you getting me? So you are risking very much to get very little. Some others don't even use the stop loss. All right, and this comes with an issue, especially when you're using the Forex robot. Okay, it comes with an issue which I addressed in a video called the negative balance versus Forex robot. Okay, so if you've not watched that video, make sure you watch that. There is a lot of things to learn. Many people don't know about negative balance. Oh my. All right, go and watch that video and you get a lot of values. All right, so guys, here I am, and I've brought this video to an end. Guys, thank you very much for your time. I believe you did enjoy this video, right? The only way, as I say, that I will know that you did enjoy when you hit the like button. All right, and guys, let me know your opinion, all right, in the comment section too. If there's something that I left out, make sure you add it in the comment section. It could be a help to me. It could be a help to anyone in this community. And guys, make sure you subscribe and let's grow this community and let's become big, all right? I love you for your time. And guess what? I approve this one to another time. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bam!